This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Baseball games on deck include the fundraising game for the family of AAE player Micah Moyer, who was killed in an automobile accident that also took the life of his mother. Micah Moyer was 17, a junior at AAE. The Academy for Academic Excellence is hosting the game Wednesday, June 12th at 4:30 on the AAE campus. This will be the first game played on the school's new baseball field. All proceeds raised from the $5 admission will go to the Moyer family. The annual Mojave River League versus Desert Sky League All-Stars game is Saturday, June 15th at Adelanto High School. The DSL has League Most Valuable Player Chris Espinoza among their pitchers. This will be the fourth such All-Star game for the Saints Ace. All-Star teams are comprised of all-league players from each of the schools. The DSL roster includes Silverado senior Uriel Martin, 3 times an All-Desert Sky League player. Adelanto head coach Brandon Mickelson will be at the helm of the DSL squad. Players from the Mojave River League champion Oak Hills Bulldogs include senior Austin Allen, who won 10 games for the league champions. 3-time All-League third baseman Tyler Martinez also represents Oak Hills. The Mojave River League squad will be coached by Sean Sears. Sultana sends a solid contingent of standouts led by Eric Ruiz. The senior posted a 1.30 ERA and led MRL hitters with a .530 batting average. Sophomore L.J. Barrigo on the mound. The ground ball fielded by shortstop Alex Gomez to second baseman Jeffrey Rodriguez, all 3 on the MRL roster, as is teammate Brody Sappington. And slugging first baseman Braden Booth, a .400 hitter who led the MRL in runs driven in. Pitcher Nico Torres, a junior, adds to the MRL mound core. The All-Star game is a 9-inning game, so a number of outstanding pitchers from both teams will be showcased. We flash back to the 2019 MRL versus DSL Seniors All-Stars game, the last time the game was played in Adelanto. Adelanto's Lee Atkinson and Victor Valley's Brett Bowers jumpstart the DSL pitching and powering the Desert Sky League All-Stars past Mojave River League counterparts in the senior attraction pairing the DSL and MRL's best. The 6'3", 210-pound Lee Atkinson shows off his credentials for being named DSL Pitcher of the Year, striking out the side to open the game.
What was your game plan today? Did you alter your plan of attack because there's so many good hitters, or did you just take your game to them?
No, I just had the same plan I've always had, just attack, go at them, and put on a show. It's all-star, have fun with it.
Brett Bowers, the DSL Player of the Year, hammers 3 doubles, the first driving in Jackrabbits teammate Eric Oliveras with the first run of the game. Brett Bowers had faced Matt Kelly in the CIF playoffs, and he had a definite plan of attack against him.
I had a plan just to be aggressive, and in our last postseason CIF, he'd just give me curveballs and curveballs and curveballs, not a fastball. So I was expecting the curveball, and he hung it, and I drove it dead center.
How much fun is that getting on the scoreboard early?
Oh, it's awesome. You can't beat it.
Adelanto leading the contingent of DSL seniors with 6 Saints players, all contributing to the DSL senior game success, none more so on offense than the 6'3", 225-pound Tommy Davis, who hits safely his first 2 times up, contributing to the Desert Sky League jumping out to a 10-0 lead.
Tommy, a couple of hits your first 2 times at bat. A lot of fun out there?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun out here. It's fun to be out here with all the guys from every school. It's always good.
Is the advantage to the hitters you're facing real good pitchers, but those guys haven't pitched for a while. Batters just go up and get your rips.
I mean, yeah, it is an advantage, but you got to think about it. We ain't swung a bat in a long time either. So, you know, we just grabbing our bats, getting our gloves, coming out here having fun.
Now, you're going to be pitching. Do you think, is your endurance, is your stamina going to be affected? Because you haven't pitched in a while, plus it's hot and it could catch up with you.
Well, actually, I've been throwing some games for my other teams. I don't think I should feel fatigued. I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
Most all-star pitchers had not thrown in game competition in nearly a month. MRL scheduled starter Ryan Dominguez experiencing elbow stiffness in pregame warm-ups. He is unable to take the mound. The MRL Player of the Year, shown here in last year's Futures game, both Lee Atkinson and Brett Bowers show no signs of being at a disadvantage. Brett Bowers, following Lee Atkinson on the mound, replicates Atkinson's domineering effectiveness, striking out the side in his first inning of work. The DSL's offense goes right to work. Jackrabbits, Eric Oliveros and Mike Carroll, Silverados, Travis Wicker, Saints Dom Villalobos figuring in the early scoring. Victor Valley's all-DSL catcher Mike Carroll, defensive prowess on display, nailing an MRL base runner attempting to steal. Silverado's Gabe Melendez applying the tag. Serrano's John Mockerman, most effective of the MRL hurlers. John Mockerman's .80 earned run average, lowest in the Mojave River League. 77 strikeouts in 61 innings. John Mockerman strikes out 5 in 3 innings of All-Stars work, helpful in putting his MRL teammates in position to stage a late-game rally. Diamondback Nate Ostadal spearheads the MRL's late-game comeback, stand-up 2 RBI double, driving in Oak Hill's Brandon Bullock, then Sultana's Braden Dow. The Mojave River League will score 13 runs before it's all over, pulling at one time to within 3 against DSL relievers.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid, test, and last sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Looking back to headline makers on this date in High Desert sports history, a pair of Silverado CIF wins in 2015. Michaela Alvarez pitches the Lady Hawks to opening round win. About the same time, Silverado's Nathan Garcia homers, driving in 5 to help the Hawks power past Sultana in this CIF wildcard contest. Also, 2015, Victor Valley Jackrabbits Division 4 Round 1 victory over Patriot. On to 2018, Oak Hill's underclassmen shine in Bulldogs Division 4 battle against another team of Bulldogs from Hemet. The Silverado Lady Hawks battery of sophomores lead the Desert Sky League champions to a blowout win over Nogales in the opening round of CIF. Sophomore pitcher Michaela Alvarez, the shutout. Fellow sophomore catcher Raquel Dominguez, powerful at the plate and behind it.
You had an underclassman, a sophomore, out there on the mound. Was she nervous? What did you have to do to help her get through a big game?
Well, I'm an underclassman too, so I was pretty nervous myself. This first round of CIF, everybody got a little butterflies, but we shook them off by the first pitch. We were all good. We were all going with it. And by the end of the game, we got it.
Silverado opens with a 9-run first to set the visiting Lady Nobles back on their heels. Dana Thurston's 11th home run of the season, the big blast. Equally intimidating as greeting a team with 9 first-inning runs, striking out the opponent's leadoff hitter. That is exactly what Michaela Alvarez has in store for the first of the Nogales hitters. Nogales tries to rally back in the second. The opposite field double puts a Lady Nobles base runner in scoring position. The ground ball to first baseman Cristina Hernandez ends the inning and ends the threat. The visiting Lady Nobles get a leadoff single to start the third. Right fielder Vanessa Coronado cuts it off to hold the hitter to a single. Again, Michaela Alvarez and the Lady Hawks defense keeps Nogales scoreless. Sophomore second baseman Marlena Rubio, usually the left fielder, feeds junior shortstop Jessica Pacina to get the lead runner. Jessica Pacina again gets the lead runner and gets cleated hard on the ankle on this play. Nogales goes on to load the bases before Michaela Alvarez gets the strikeout to end the inning. The Lady Hawks get a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the third. Raquel Dominguez aboard on the throwing error. Aggressive base running brings across run number 10. The Nogales third baseman checks Vanessa Coronado, but the junior beats the throw to the plate.
Out the third, Coronado comes in to score.
Michaela Alvarez pitches to contact throughout. A strong defense behind her. Second baseman Marlena Rubio, fine play here to end the top of the fourth. The Lady Hawks put together another big inning, the fourth. Alisa Zavala leads it off with a double to the right center field fence. Michaela Alvarez loads the bases following a walk. Zavala to third. Jessica Pacino drives Alisa Zavala home with the base hit to left center. It is 11-0 Silverado. Watch this swing of the bat. Vanessa Coronado hits it so hard it leaves the field, leaving many thinking it bounced over, but the line drive home run clears the center field fence. The 3-run home run makes it 14-0. Raquel Dominguez puts herself in position to drive the final nail in the Lady Nobles' coffin. The Lady Hawks' sophomore catcher drives the base hit into left, the 65th base hit of the season for Dominguez, who shall carry a .684 batting average into the second round CIF playoff game. Dominguez moves into scoring position with the stolen base. 11 out of 12 on the year for Dominguez in the stolen base department. Sophomore first baseman Cristina Hernandez stays back on the off-speed pitch and takes it up the middle. Raquel Dominguez scores easily, topping off the Lady Hawks' onslaught at 15-0. Michaela Alvarez sends the Lady Nobles packing, retiring the side in order in the 6th. Silverado went through the Desert Sky League campaign undefeated. The Lady Hawks opened postseason play with the 15-0 triumph.
First things first, how important was it for you girls to get off to such a good 9-run start to open up the ballgame?
I mean, it always helps starting out faster because then we could relax a little and depend on the rest of us. So it's not as bad as an error. So It was important because you always want to start off strong to put the doubt in your opponent's minds.
I think it's very important because we didn't really know the team as well, so we needed to come out as strong as we can, as hard as we can, as fast as we can, and jump on them as quick as we can, so we could have a little range to like have some airs with and play around a little bit, but we needed to come out as strong as we can.
Silverado's Nathan Garcia powers the Hawks past Sultana in a CIF wildcard pairing between Desert Sky and Mojave River League runners-up. The 10-6 triumph, Silverado's first baseball win in postseason since CIF records have been documented on Max Preps. Nathan Garcia preceded his solo home run with a bases-loaded double, driving in 5 runs on the day, propelling the Hawks past the home team Sultans. Swift, steady, swirling winds played havoc, seemingly affecting players' concentration and umpires' observation. 6'4" sophomore Jared Denisi pops it up and does not run it out, assuming correctly that it is a foul ball. And while it lands fair, pitcher Jacob Giesman gloves it, standing well into foul territory. The umpire calls fair ball, though, and the Hawks get out of the first with no further damage sustained. Evan Bricker had put Sultana ahead with his 2-out, 2-run single that sends Ben McDonald and Liam Wall across. Bricker, the Sultans' third baseman, will finish his senior season with a .400 batting average and 17 runs driven in. Top of the second, Nathan Barcina helps get it started for the Hawks, singling sharply to left, sending Jacob Giesman to second. Giesman had walked on 4 pitches to lead off the second. Wyatt Powell sends it back up the middle to load the bases with nobody out. Nathan Garcia deploys his short, compact swing, sending it to the fence and driving Jacob Giesman, Nathan Barcina, and Wyatt Powell across. The bases-loaded double gives Silverado the lead, 3-2, an advantage the Hawks do not relinquish. On a day when the weather may be said to factor in, one definite factor is Sultana starter Adam Santa Cruz feeling under the weather. The senior's co-captain and inspirational leader of the Sultans retired the Hawks in order in the first, but appears to fast run out of gas. The Hawks reload the bases. Any other day, Santa Cruz fields this comebacker to end the inning. But this day, his reaction and reflexes half-click behind normal. The Isaac Garcia ground ball to Evan Bricker at third. The Hawks runner can't avoid Jaron Denisi's tag at the plate. Sultana and Santa Cruz get out of the second with no further damage. 3-2 Silverado. We go to the bottom of the third. Sultana mounts a threat in the third, putting runners on second and third when Ryan Perez's drive to left is misplayed. Infield in. It's a 3-2 ball game at this point. Hawks shortstop Vinny Garcia throws to catcher Jesus Rivera, and lead runner Skylar Tidwell is tagged out by third baseman Isaac Garcia. 6-2-5, the putout. Silverado follows its 3-run second with 3 more in the third, aided by Sultana miscues. Jacob Giesman moves into scoring position. Nathan Barcina to second. Wyatt Powell at the plate. Be it passed ball or wild pitch, the outcome the same. Jacob Giesman scores the 4th Silverado run. Junior Ben McDonald has come on to replace the ailing Adam Santa Cruz, who moves behind the plate. It will be a disappointing day for Santa Cruz, who Sultan coach Darren Van Holzen calls his warrior. But Santa Cruz will put an exclamation point on his Sultana career with a 2-run home run in his final at-bat. Sophomore Jared Denisi will also homer for the Sultans, who succeed in pulling back within 2 when Denisi hits it out in the bottom of the third. Backing up, still top of the third, Wyatt Powell hits it hard to left, and a high-bounding bad hop enables Powell to move into scoring position at second after Nathan Barcina scores the 5th Hawks run. The Hawks shall explode for 4 more in the 4th. It is Wyatt Powell again in the 4th. Base hit to left scores Brandon Jimenez, who had led off the inning with a base hit. Wyatt Powell collects 3 hits on the day, including a double. Jacob Giesman scores on another pitch going to the backstop. Giesman, the leading Hawks hitter, carrying a .415 batting average into Silverado's 2nd Division IV postseason contest. It is an 8-4 ball game until Nathan Garcia steps into a Ben McDonald offering and deposits it high, deep, up, and over the left field fence. Garcia batting 7th in Coach Iggy Garcia's lineup, the 6'1", 240-pound junior and designated hitter, driving in 5 of Silverado's 10 runs on the day. Jacob Giesman goes all the way to record the win, striking out 3. Javi Prieto lashes a 2-run single to lead Victor Valley past Patriot in the opening round of CIF Division IV playoffs. Reggie Lawson pitches the complete game victory and scores the tying run in the Jackrabbits' high-stakes come-from-behind victory. Javier Prieto's game-winning at-bat was an exercise in endurance, tenacity, persistence, and, in the end, execution. The 5'11", 175-pound junior first baseman, Prieto's one-out opportunity came with Reggie Lawson and Andy Pasquale aboard. Prieto will say it seemed he sees 15 pitches. It was probably closer to 12, but that does not diminish Prieto's brilliant battle fighting off the breaking pitches.
I was trying to stay alive on the junk and look for a pitch I can drive, and I ended up getting one after about 15 pitches, battling, and I got one.
It had been a frustrating first 5 innings for the home team, Rabbits, failing to capitalize or cash in on early scoring opportunities. Seth Escamilla hustling to second and advances to third on a sac bunt, but is left stranded. Reggie Lawson singles in the 3rd and promptly steals second and advances to third on a pass ball. Second early opportunity for the Rabbits that goes unfulfilled when Patriots pitcher Robert Luna gets Victor Valley's cleanup hitter called out on strikes to end the threat. Reggie Lawson ends the top of the 4th in like manner, a called 3rd strike to the Patriot 3-hole hitter, a .333 hitter coming in. Joseph Millinder gets the Jackrabbits back in business with the base hit to right center, and the sophomore outfielder moves into scoring position by stealing second. Team speed, one of Victor Valley's strongest assets, the Jackrabbits enter the playoffs having stolen 34 bases in 35 attempts. The Rabbits saw early on this day they could run on the Warriors. Millinder swipes third, but the 4th inning ends in frustration when Millinder is stranded. Top 5. Patriot benefits from a throwing error and a walk to put 2 on, and pitcher Robert Luna laces the chest-high fastball into center field, driving in the 1st run of the ball game. Luna, a .205 hitter on the season, coming in, but the way he has pitched himself out of trouble, it's beginning to look like the 1 run may be all the Warriors out of Riverside will need this day. Were the Jackrabbits beginning to harbor doubts?
Never. We never give up. We stay hungry all the way to the end.
Yeah, we knew we were gonna get it done sooner or later. Like we talked the 5th inning. After the 5th inning, we talked. We had a little team meeting, but yeah, we got everything settled, and yeah, we came back. So we fought back.
No, we were confident all the way through. We kept our heads up, and we got our chance to win.
Advantage, Jackrabbits, home field, and having played amid swirling high desert winds on many an occasion, junior shortstop Nando Ruiz stays with the high wind-blown pop-up off the bat of the Warriors' leadoff hitter in the 6th. The sixth, not the best of innings, game in and game out for the Jackrabbits this season. And today, the pressure mounts. Reggie Lawson leads off the sixth with a walk. The battery, Lawson, talking it over with Andy Pasquale, who follows with the base on balls. 2 on, nobody out. Will the Jackrabbits finally find a way to cash in? Team captain Chris Estrella Ramirez does his job. Reggie Lawson to third, Andy Pasquale to second, 1 out. The stage is set for Javier Prieto's heroics. 12th pitch of the at-bat, according to Daily Press scribe Jacob Sundstrom, who kept a pitch-by-pitch account. Prieto drives the low fastball past a diving Patriot shortstop. Reggie Lawson scores. Andy Pasquale right behind. Prieto will describe this as the best at-bat of his life, and just maybe the most important. For teenage ball players in a crucial high school playoff game, it does not get any better than this.
Oh man, it's the best feeling in the world. All that hard work on the biggest stage in CIF, it's the best feeling in the world. It went up, we went up. Like, it was a great feeling.
Nando Ruiz follows Prieto's historic and heroic at-bat with a base hit to right. Prieto goes to third. Ruiz will steal second. Freshman Ramon Alcantar draws a base on balls to load the bases. Noah Welch takes one for the team. Javi Prieto comes in to score. The Jackrabbits' 6th inning jinx has been overcome. The lead is 3-1. Patriot makes a pitching change. 2 out for Mike Nolan, who has faced the left-hander starter up to this point. Nolan greets the right-handed relief pitcher by ripping a 2-run single to left center to make it 5-1.
Yeah, made my adjustment, and I just got it done. Threw me a fastball right down the middle. I got it done. So.
Now it is up to the 6'4" junior. Reggie Lawson had a perfect game going for him into the 5th. The only hit he's given up to this point, the RBI single. Lawson gets the 3-hole hitter swinging. Second time he's struck out this hitter, and Lawson's 7th strikeout of the afternoon. The next Warriors hitter gets Patriot hit number 2. 1 on, 1 out. 4-run lead. Lawson is not worried about giving up the long ball. Patriot, as a team, has not hit a home run all season. Now, 2 on, 1 out. Possible tying run on deck. Borderline, too close to take, called strike 3. Out number 2. 2-2 the count. Pitch number 94 for Lawson and strikeout number 9. The Jackrabbits advance to round 2 and a showdown between High Desert League champions, the DSL champs, Jackrabbits, against Mojave River League champions, Serrano.
You had a long layoff between innings. Did that affect you or no?
First of all, let me thank my teammates to let me allow to get the W. They mean a lot to me. I do it for the seniors. And then second of all, I didn't feel no different. I was just a little too pumped. I just had to settle myself down. Oh man, it's the best feeling in the world. Like, it was a great feeling.
Bid Fast and Last is sold on showcasing headline makers seasons past. Did you know Bid Fast and Last is a federally licensed firearms dealer and a licensed, bonded, and insured auto dealer? You can bid virtual live online on firearms, vehicles, electric bicycles, collectibles, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, classic cars, and more at bidfastandlast.com.
Start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid Fast and Last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Ewanzak Law Firm, Trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley.
That's a wrap on this week's edition of your High Desert Sports Report. Thank you for joining us.